Live from the heart of the blockchain, two legends rise.
Yo, it's Airwink in the cockpit, DJ Oracle in control. Teach Mane.City like it's coded in their soul. From the basis to the D plays, every tool, every tip. They'll turn noobs into legends on this crypto trip. Grinding mission, stacking loot, dodging fakes, making moves. You got question, they got proof. Boost defense, point prestige, mo finesse. Mane.City ain't a game, it's a whole mindset test. Loaded lions in the streets, cubs chasing that bread. Every stat, every buff, yeah, it's all in your head. So plug in, level up, learn the code, know the plan. With Oracle and Airwink, you gon' master the land.
Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind. When knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. Mane.City 101, now let's get it lit. Welcome to the show, where crypto meets the grind. When knowledge drops hard and the game's redefined. This ain't no chill, this is strategy and wit. Mane.City 101, now let's get it lit.
And welcome back, everyone. This is our Wing 7. Hope you guys are all getting a good start to your mid-season blitz. I'm once again joined with DJ Oracle. How's it going, DJ?
Hey, what's up, R-Wink? What's up, everybody? Right here. Just enjoying the first day of the competition. And yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, you know. Still playing the relaxed at the start, and we'll see how I end up entering into the competition here. But other than that, I mean, things are going well. It's the new year, so happy new year to everybody. We didn't quite get a podcast done right near the end of the year there, but this will be the New Year's summary and sort of get us going for everything following after this mid-season blitz.
Yeah. Happy New Year to everybody. And yeah, we're going to start the year with a bang.
Yes, exactly. Basically a competition right at the start, which kind of what they did last year too, right? We had the New Year's showdown, right? That was right after New Year's. That little weekend, 3-day sort of competition. Those were pretty fun. Hopefully they bring something like that back again.
Yeah, those weekends were fun, definitely.
Yeah. So let me just give us a rundown of today's schedule, what we're going to be discussing. So we are, just like we were saying, starting the mid-season blitz. So we want to talk a little bit about what's going on with that, what the multiplier days are, the prizes, all that fun stuff. Maybe discuss a little bit of our strategy. We're not going to give away all of our secrets right at the start, right? And then we want to talk a little bit about the elemental bonus change, primarily for normal mode. But again, this would carry over to comp. So just talk a little bit about it and maybe our final thoughts on elemental businesses and how the whole new mechanic works. And then we want to talk about the upcoming partnerships for 2026 that we are aware of, and sort of some of the milestones or I guess need to know dates that we are aware of, just to get you guys also on the same page with any upcoming partnerships. Then we're going to talk a little bit about some community updates, a little bit more on the mobile and sort of the timeline that they've forecasted for us. And then we're going to do some speculation and roadmap discussion, primarily based around now with the new news of the mobile, what we think is going to be the timelines for this roadmap. So yeah, I think, do you want to do a final little shout out and then we'll hop into the mid-season blitz and see how things are going?
Yeah. Let us know on the bottom how you guys doing, what you guys are getting from those trucks, what do you guys think of the elements, and let's jump right into it.
Right on. So yeah, we're mid-season blitz, big competition. This is the I guess quote unquote biggest competition that they should be having until we have the World Series. So it's a pretty decent prize pool. Let me just flip over. So we're looking at about 38,000 of prize here. So it's live now, mid-season championship. Let me just hop into the actual competition. Now, one thing I did want to also discuss is some of the prizes, just so everybody's aware of what's on the line here. Some of the stuff isn't quite as broadcasted, at least not inside the game, so some people might not be aware of it. I mean, I guess if you're not aware of this stuff, you might not also be really in the competitive mindset to be able to even attain it. But there are a few extra bonuses for some of the bigger players that are out there fighting. So yeah, you can see mine. I haven't even really started. I'm at 0 gold. But what I wanted to talk about...
strategies.
Yeah, hey, different strategy. Look at all my diamonds. 500 million diamonds. So
Nice.
yeah, that's the plan. Stack some diamonds for right now. So let me just run through this real quick, and then we'll get into talking a little bit more about the competition. So there is going to be 2 different types of prizes that are above and beyond what normally are attainable, like NFTs and stuff like that, plus the vouchers. So let me just open up the leaderboard here so you guys get an idea of what these top players are fighting for in value of vouchers. Plus, there's going to be a Conqueror skin. So we talked a bit about this in the last podcast, but there is going to be a skin that is dedicated to the player who attains rank 1. So as of right now, we've got Zara Crypto in that place, but Meta is not too far behind him, and FTB or FFTB Hacker, who has got like a ridiculous lead in cash above everybody else, coming in hot there as well. So we'll have to see. I'm thinking it's going to be a push between Meta and FFTB Hacker, really to see who gets that rank 1. But again, you never know. Maybe somebody will show up out of nowhere and really want that Conqueror skin, right? So that's the first big prize, I guess, for rank 1. And then the top 5 players are also going to get an exclusive trophy. Now, trophies haven't been seen, I guess, since I don't think they did any other than for the World Series 2. I think that was the last time they did some trophies. They had done some in Season 2 as well for some of the bigger competitions. But this will be the first time in Season 3 that they have any trophies available. So if you don't have a trophy and you want to try pushing for rank 5 or higher, I mean, best of luck with that. Personally, I'll probably sit that one out. That's a tough game to really play. But there is a NFT available, an exclusive NFT available for the top 5 players. So yeah, we'll have to...
those...
yeah, go for it.
Those trophies are pretty nice, and like you said, the ones that we've seen in the past. If you guys haven't seen them, you could always go to crypto.com website and you can go through their NFTs. I think it's for the year or for the tools.
Yeah,
they have the trophy.
Yeah, what do they call Cosmic or something like that? Here, let me see if I can get to tools of the trade. So if you want to check them out, you go to Tools of the Trade, and then you can see how the total supply has been increasing above 100,000. So there are 26 trophies. So if we want to take a look here, treasures is what they call them. So we can take a look at the treasures. Yes. So here are all the treasures.
They give extra bonus in the game, right?
Yes, they do. I think it's like upwards of like 6% bonus or something like that on cash. Like it's pretty insane. So these are some of the ones that were like the generic, right? Like rank 4, 6, 7, whatever, right? And then they have some other ones. So I think these were from the Fractured Fate one, or like the most recent. Yeah, this might have been the most recent competition. But yeah, there's all different styled ones, and I think there's a couple tiers too. So if you get one, there's still a different tier that you could like stack them so they don't like completely compete with each other. But I don't exactly remember what the breakdown is because I don't own any. So it doesn't concern me that much. But
so you could either invest in the game and trying to push for it because you most likely gonna have to drop some crow in there, or you could just buy one from the market.
Yeah, but the cheapest one is like $3,000.
How much?
3,200 is the cheapest one right now.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, so if you're really wanting one, but. Yeah, I mean, I think for me personally, it's not. I don't even have backpack space really for it either, so it's not the most crucial. But players like Meta, I'm sure FFTB probably has one as well. Like they've bought them on the secondary market or have won them. So they are a good extra little boost to your city's overall production, just to give you that edge.
Yes, definitely. So, yeah, it's a very nice addition to the prize pool.
Yes. So I do have the prize pool up here. So we are looking at, so let's switch it over to Crow. So there is 385,457 Crow as of recording. This is also the first day. What are we, about 12 hours in? Something like that. Yeah, about 12 hours in. And yeah, according to that. So prize pool right now, rank 1. You would get 38,000 or 38 million. So that's 38,000 Crow. Rank 2 is 19,000 Crow. Rank 3 is 11,000 Crow. 4, we've got 7.7. And then 5 is 5.78. So, sitting around like that, 5.5, 4.5, 3, almost 4,000 Crow. So it's a pretty significant prize pool. If we scroll down, we can see that I think the 2 million prize. So if you're looking to win 2,000 Crow out of this competition, it goes to like rank 50 and beyond, actually. So yeah, rank 55, okay, rank 57 right now, and rank 58, sort of in that position there, is the break point for the 2 million vouchers, which is 2,000 Crow. So pretty decent prize pool for the top 50. Depends on how much you're going to spend to get there. So we'll have to see about that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before we get maybe into just some chit chat about the competition and what we're planning. Obviously not going to divulge all of our strategy here, but we'll talk a little bit about the basics of what we're planning to do. I do want to talk about the multiplier days. So they did go with I guess technically 5 different types of multipliers. So we have, obviously, the final day is going to be the biggest multiplier. That's going to be a value of 20, right? So it's pretty significant. Now, obviously, with the effective multiplier being 2 for every normal day, the final day's actual effective multiplier is like 10 times a normal day, right? We've also got, let me just switch over to my chart that I put together here so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. So we've got on day 2 and 8, there is a 10x. So it's a 5 times multiplier. And then they've also got another 2 days that are 15. So day 5 and day 11. So those are 15x, which is an effective 7.5 times a normal day. And then we've also got the final multiplier, which is a value of 5. So it's a 2.5 multiplier effective. And that is on day 7, day 10, and day 13. And you can see the weights here on my chart I've put together. So you can sort of see where the weights are. And we've reduced the total weight from previous 14-day competitions for the final day down from 25 to 20%. So that's not too bad. I think that's a good overall decision to make more multipliers. I am kind of happy to see that they brought in a 5 multiplier just to sort of balance things out. What are your thoughts on that, DJ Arkle?
I think I it's the same way. I like the spread. I like the way they spread it out. They give a pretty good amount of points, right? For the middle of the competition. So I guess it kind of does incentivize the people that are, from the beginning, trying to get some points on the second day. Second day is 10x. So the 13 is the one that's going to be on January. Well, I have them in my calendar. That's why I have January 13 or 2, 3, 4, 5, day 5 on the 15-day X. That's going to be a very interesting day because people are going to be moving on the leaderboard quite fast. So if you're, from your live score, if you're pretty low on the board, you're going to be dropping. But if you're able to position yourself up there on the live board, you're going to be moving fast. So don't get too used to your neighbors before that day because the leaderboard is going to be switching around pretty fast. I think.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some good movement that day. That's sort of where I'm targeting, I think, entering in. I still haven't quite decided yet. I mean, like up until end of day 9, like basically in between day 8 and day 9, that's where we're looking at about 50% of the points being awarded already. So then the remaining 50% is basically day 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, right? So it's not quite as back-ended loaded as we've seen, right? Where like, the final few days are really like, 40% of the whole points. But it is still, those final, 5 days or so are making up a pretty significant portion, being 50% of the points there. So it'll be interesting for sure to see sort of when people that do play more of a buy-in strategy do start to play, or if we have players that are, going to be able just to grind it out throughout the whole competition.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting because some people might underestimate the points from the first half. And even though they're making a lot of income, they might not be able to catch up with the points that have already been awarded to players that have been playing for the first half.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless, of course, you buy, a whole bunch of businesses and start, from Prestige 1 or whatever. But it definitely does bring a better balance from the players that are grinding out. And, of course, they're the ones that will be selling the businesses too. So, the people that are entering in later, they got to buy them from somebody, right? So this is where the players that are playing the first half have part of their strategy. So I like it's a more well-balanced strategy, I think. A spread, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree. There's a little bit more points being distributed in the front half of the competition. So I think it's a good balance. I mean, we'll have to do the final analysis once we get through the competition, right? Just to see how it goes. But I think this is going to make it a lot more difficult for people that do sort of like a final 4 days strategy and like just push as hard as possible in those last 3 to 4 days. I think it's going to make it a little less feasible, right? But yeah, I mean, overall, I think the point division and the point spread is a good thing, right? I know we had complained about it a couple times.
Yeah. So it's good that they are trying to fine tune it. At least they're, it's not like they're just giving us the same thing and be like, oh, whatever. They did change it a little bit. It's a fine tune. They tweak it too much, they'll break things. So I think it's a nice little adjustment to the fine tune that the game needs.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree. Now, question for you, because I did not do my reward yesterday. How many essences are they giving out for the daily reward? Did you collect that yet?
Yeah, I did, and I think it was 20. Yes, it was 20.
20 of all of them?
Yeah, no, 10 for the Lucent and the Stygian.
Oh, okay. So
24
still,
are the other ones.
Still significant. I mean, compared to, but I guess it's not every day, right? I was thinking they were going to drop it a bit, but yeah. Nice to see we got a variety.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just not to put people on blast or whatever, but yeah, people got excited with the Christmas daily rewards, and people opened the game and went in there, and they had no money in there, so they clicked the day one for 0 gold. That mistake did happen to a few people, so sorry about that. But yeah, make sure keep in mind that the gold is relative to your income that you're making.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I know my girlfriend clicked it right away too. Obviously, she'd put some businesses down at least, but oh well. I haven't claimed mine yet.
Yeah,
I don't
a little
have
too soon, right? It's like,
yeah,
it's exciting. It's just to the gold,
Yeah, exactly. Get that gold. Maybe it's a lot. And it's like, well, it's based off. It's probably 20 minutes of your income or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is since they removed the details, but
yeah, it was probably like a good, maybe. I don't know how to calculate, but I'm thinking because it's the first day, it will probably maybe like a good half an hour, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, it could be a half hour. I know that's usually what they do, like half hour, hour and a half sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm really curious what they're gonna have on day 7. I wonder if it's gonna be gold blueprints, diamonds, or essences.
I have a feeling that it'll probably be essences, just because of
Yeah.
the narrative they're pushing with the whole elemental bonuses and businesses. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I
kind of
mean,
make it like the start of the game.
as of now, though, anything else you want to really talk about mid-season Blitz? Good luck to anybody that is pushing for the top 5 to get that trophy. It'll be interesting to see who gets that next Conqueror skin. It doesn't look like Crypto Ocean is in the race. Actually, I'm going to check to see, because he's the one that's won the last 2 competitions that then have awarded these skins, right? So let's see if he's even in the comp.
Yeah, because he hasn't been playing lately, huh? I mean, granted that the prices weren't as appealing.
Yeah, they weren't as juicy as this, but I don't see him. I don't even know if I
Yeah,
see.
me neither.
I don't even see Crypto Diamond. Yeah, Crypto
Yeah, I don't
Diamond
see
hasn't
or
entered. either.
Ocean either.
Yeah, Crypto Diamond nor Ocean are in it yet, so yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, maybe they just
Yeah,
enter
but,
late. All right.
Maybe, but I would expect them to be at least getting their diamonds. But
Yeah,
I don't
they have
know.
such high diamond gen though that like they probably don't need to collect right from the start. You know, they could start like
And
2 days in and start collecting then.
that's true. Plus, they like buy diamonds anyway, so it's like in their budget. They have like a yeah. You're right. Diamonds is not really a problem for them. So.
Yeah. No, they'll buy diamonds if they need them too, right? So, but yeah, we'll have to see if any of those guys show up. But as of right now, I think it's going to be a pretty good competition or a fight between FFTB Hacker and Meta. They're the ones with the most gold per second right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the difference in income, I'm surprised 17 billion by FF.
I know.
He's probably the
that's-
one that bought all those banks.
Probably. Well, he probably
Yeah, 'cause
hung back a bit because you could see he's only at 40 million total power. So he's half of what Meta's total power is right now. But I mean, him holding rank 1 right now is going to catch him up pretty quick. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But that's insane.
Yeah.
That's an insane difference, right? That's like 2 prestiges or 1 prestige with
Yeah.
like a good booster because he probably was down pretty low and maybe did the ramp up and has like a active like 800% booster or something.
Yeah, definitely. There's some major diamond, circulation going on there. So
Oh, yeah.
thank you for them for pumping the price pool. The price.
Yeah, hey, the more
So-
they spend, right?
Yeah, and I mean it's work. Come on, having a skin name after you. That is worth fighting for. I would say, if you're on the top, if that's your bracket, your tax bracket.
No, exactly, right? And Meta's already got one. His just entered the game. But
Oh yeah,
I think his is pretty cool looking. So I think FFTB Hackers after one. But he's also likely got the Division 3 skin unlock. So I think he's maybe gunning for 2.
yeah. He definitely got very very competitive in the last quarter of the year. He definitely
Yeah,
got serious about his game.
most definitely. So yeah, I think we can maybe check the box for mid-season unless there's anything else you want to talk about for this Blitz. Do you have any tips or pointers you want
I
to...
think we're good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just don't forget your daily roars, I guess. That's something that happens to me that I leave 5 today, then I leave 5 tomorrow, and then I don't log in, so I miss those 5. So
Yeah.
just make sure you collect all your as much as you can of your daily rewards, your daily rewards, and your cups.
Yeah, I completely forgot mine last night. Like I was just like, well, I just logged in basically to get the gold or my diamond gen started, and then like completely ignored everything, just watched TV and fell asleep. So I forgot that I didn't do anything yesterday at all in my competition.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there were some weapons. You never know what you can get on those dailies.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, I think we're good.
All right. So I guess kind of part and parcel with it is the element bonus changes. This should be probably pretty quick. I mean, the last competition was really focused on letting us experiment with the element bonus. And after that, they realized the cash bonus in normal mode was abysmal. So they decided to increase it a bit. So that was kind of cool. They did bump it up to 450% for hyper affinity. And then it's 300 or 350 or something like that for super affinity. Let me just bring it up in the playbook so we can take a look. But I think overall the change makes sense. Like the original numbers were just not incentivizing at all, right? Like there was really no reason to use it.
For real. No, it was laughable. There was like something that was so hyped. It was like the next thing for the game to just have such a minimum bonus. Like, I mean, wasn't even worth the diamonds that you would spend on.
No.
So I totally agree with you. I'm glad that they changed them up.
Yeah, so I am too. So it's 450%, then 400, and then 200 for an affinity. Now, booster duration and defense boost didn't really change at all. But one thing they did change, and I thought was kind of stupid to me, was the diamond cost. Because they basically doubled the cost that it would be to get to rank 10 or level 10 for your elemental. And 12 billion for the final like upgrade to level 10 is ridiculous. Like that's a lot of diamonds. But I don't know. I honestly thought it was a lot of diamonds the first rendition that they had brought out, right? Where it was like basically 13 billion diamonds total. Now I think it's like closer to 27 billion. So it's a bit excessive, but whatever. We'll see. I mean, overall, the cash bonus is a little bit more enticing. But I guess the big question I want to ask you is, with these changes, making it a little bit more, I guess, advantageous to actually have an element on your business, are you going to start imbuing?
So I do want to start right away. So I've been working on increasing my quality of my businesses faster than before. Because I do, and I've been actually buying. At first, I was selling my essences, but now I'm been buying, especially because the price, like everything else, when it's a novelty, prices are high. But now I'm stacking them, and I'm definitely working on my quality. That's another thing that I would say about that. It's the issue of the neutrality and having to have a business imbued before you merge them. So yeah, I would say to answer the question is I do want to use them. I have a motors that it's quality 5 that is level 2, and just because I needed to play around with something, that's the better. I'm not so great at numbers. Like you're like a teacher. I mean, you are a teacher, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm more of I gotta play around with the things to be able to like find out the mechanics of it.
Yeah. You like to experiment, a little more hands-on. I completely agree with you. I would love to be able to use these. It's just like you were saying, the big hang-up for me is the inability, or I guess not inability, because you could still merge, but it's just that extra cost now that it's like, okay, if you're going to merge, you got to now imbue it with the element, right? So to me, it's just sort of like, it doesn't add that significant of a bonus, right? If it was like, hey, it's going to give me 1,000%, right, at overall, and like imbuing it a couple times is giving me like a passive, 300% multiplier all the time, a gold boost basically 24/7, it'd maybe be more enticing, but still I'm just sort of like, I don't want to limit myself for merging no, excuse me. Or also like if I'm doing drop down, I don't want to limit where I can place my businesses.
Yeah, that's another thing that I have to go through with my main motors. That I try to put it on the land that it goes to. I have it for the Aurora Wilds. Um, so every time I drop down and I'm stacking attacks, eventually I end up going to where the highest bonus is for my motors, even if it's not the Aurora. I test it on there first, but if I'm notice that there's a bigger bonus somewhere else, even though it might decrease the income because of the essence, but because of the attacks bonus, it's still more profitable to put it there. So that's why I've been using it for now.
Okay, interesting. Because yeah, like I mean, it's only a 50% at the max, like reduction, right, for the percentage. So it's not like super, like disincentivizing to place your business on a land that's not part of its affinity. So that's sort of why, like I think, if you do imbuing and you imbue with like the primordial essences, I think those are the best ones. Which obviously, because they're the hardest to get to, should lead to the price being the most valuable. But with putting them on there, you have the hyper affinity for that land, but then they don't really have any rejections, right? They only reject on the opposite primordial. So I think they're personally the best choice for when it comes to doing the imbuing, just because it allows you that much more flexibility as well as the bonus being a bit bigger. But I mean, they're the more expensive ones. So you got to, weigh the gains with the positives, the negatives there. So,
Yeah, it's definitely the best option to have. Like you said, it's just the hardest to come by.
yeah. Yeah. I still don't think I have enough, loosened essences. Like I barely get them. Like they're so hard to get from the Daily Roar.
Yeah, but I think they might. So it's interesting what you said about the diamonds. So I think that we might be able to mine them eventually from once they introduce the resources and all that. So hopefully, that's why it requires so many. Hopefully, they'll surprise us, kind of like that they did with the Lord of the Land achievement. That we're like, it's pretty much unachievable the way the mechanics were, but they had another way of achieving that
Yeah.
was on the roadmap that we didn't see. So I'm hoping that first of all, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get more essences once we start mining them from the land. But I'm also wondering, like, why would they double, like you said, the price to get to level 10? Like they gotta know something that we don't. I mean, are we gonna be making more diamonds, which hopefully we don't, because then it kind of like decreases the value of the NFT lands, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless the inflation, unless they double, like with the increase of diamonds, they increase the cost. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I wonder if it's just because they've increased the bonus. Now they want to make it more difficult to get there. Right. I've sort of theorized, like, they introduced a way for us to burn businesses, right? Because there was too many businesses, as well as like the diamond cost, right? Being a way to burn diamonds. And now I feel like this is another way for us to like get rid of the inflated market for diamonds. So they give us another outlet. It's like, hey, you've got to spend diamonds on this if you want these, right? And it's really expensive. So I feel like there's part of that going on as well, where it's like they're trying to get us to spend diamonds elsewhere other than just prestiging. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Be interested to see what the cost of the new rooms in the mansion will be, right? They're going to be like, unlock this one for 1 billion diamonds. I don't even remember how much. What was the hangar worth? I think it was like 40 or something like that. 40 million diamonds. But that would have been back then. Then 7x it. So it was probably like 300 million diamonds or something to open it up.
Wow. Yeah, but yeah, well, I mean, like you said, having more things to have us spend diamonds on I guess it does make the value of the diamonds more valuable, and then it makes the lands more valuable. It helps to keep the value of the NFT lands, because if you want more diamonds, then you gotta buy more lands.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or you buy diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Well, you could always stack your attacks, your aerial bombardments, and then buy some diamonds. But I mean, better investments definitely buying a land or a few lands.
Yeah, that's a permanent bonus right there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I'm enticed by it now. The elements are making more sense to me. I still think that their excuse of like, we don't want people bypassing the imbuing process. I think that's just nonsense. The way they're describing it of like, well, we don't want like you to merge a business with another business, and that business now skips the imbuing and takes the business that was burnt element, right? To me, you've already paid the cost to imbue, whether it was on the business that's getting burnt or on the business that's increasing its quality. So to me, it's like making us choose imbuing over being able to merge simply. I still think that we just should be able to merge with neutral businesses, right? And it's that simple, right? Like you merge with it, and the things get combined because you paid the fee anyways to get the imbuement on whether the business is the one that's keeping it or the one that's being burnt. So to me, it's not like you're bypassing anything.
Exactly. It should just be the same logic as a prestige. You keep the highest prestige no matter what. You keep your highest essence no matter what. It should be as simple as that.
Exactly. And then the quality increases. So,
Yeah.
I mean, D. Kimbo brought up a point where it's like, well, if people are making multiple accounts, then they could just have an account that's focused on, buying essences and increasing quality or increasing the elemental level. And like, yeah, I guess that could work, but it's also going to be a lot of work for that person to like get to a good diamond gen. And like, they're going to need NFTs as well to be able to have 26 billion diamonds to increase something to element level 10. So it's not like it's, a walk in the park still easy to do with multiple accounts. Like, I just think their excuse for, bypassing stuff is a little bit weak. Doesn't really hold water to me.
Yeah. And that's the thing that we ask for explanations, and their explanations seem like they're kind of trying to justify what it's already there, as opposed to laid out the why it's there in the first place.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, well, all we can do is be held to the wills of the developers. So we can provide feedback, complain a bit, but we'll ultimately have to play what they give us. So
yeah, you read my mind. The best thing we could do is definitely go to the feedback, because they said that they read it, which they have implemented a lot of changes from the feedback. So at least we won't feel as hopeless. We can speak out. They might not necessarily implement the change that we're suggesting, but at least it's expressed and it's something that they can think about. It's ideas are underrated. Like any idea, like when they say there's no stupid question, well, sometimes there are stupid questions, but when it comes to like there's like even like a classroom, like you're a teacher, like so somebody might be like, having a question, two people might be having a question and neither of them ask, but if one of them asks, two people get the answer, kind of thing. So if you have a feedback, put it in the feedback.
yeah, exactly. That way they can at least respond in some manner, whether they do with something that we all agree is making sense or not. That's completely out in left field, really. Who knows, right? Like, I still, when they came back with that answer to why we can't do neutral businesses, I was just kind of like, that's dumb, but whatever. All we can do is give our feedback, right? So definitely get to the Discord and put your feedback in that game feedback channel if you have any.
Yes, definitely.
Right on. So that's sort of what we got with going with the elemental bonus. They're definitely more enticing to use now. I want to check them out, but I also want to be able to continue merging. So sort of at that crossroads of like, am I happy with my quality, or do I just sacrifice the ability to use elements and just kind of, keep doing my drop down strategy where I get a better bonus from attacking than I would with the element bonuses. So yeah, any final thoughts on it before we move on?
No, I think we're good.
Right on.
See what's next on the list.
Right on. So yeah, we got the upcoming partnerships. So let me just flip over to the screen recording here, and we will talk about the first one, which is Brave. So the Brave team, which is Chronos Brave on X. I don't know why. There we go. So they are joining the Void. So this is the next. Unfortunately, it's not this artwork that they have here. It is their badges, right, that are coming to Main City. Here we go. So there's a picture of one of the Brave badges. So this is what the artwork style looks like. That is going to be the, I guess, symbol for the PFPs. Now they do have a lot of cool like actual PFPs in their project, but I guess there was an issue, so those aren't able to be brought over. I can't find their announcement. There's so many pictures of their stuff here. Oh well, whatever. Let me just go to their crypto.com page. So this is their page. Now they're not currently for sale. They have minted, but you can't buy any Brave badges right now because they are migrating from Chronos Proof of Stake chain over to the main chain, which is required for Main City. And that way they can be used in the game. So if you do go looking to buy them, this is the page. You won't see any, but there is 8,000 of them, and they will eventually be ported over and available for sale. Now, my estimate, they are minted already, but we've had 2 Void partners in a row join Main City. So I have a feeling like the Brave project is going to come after one of the Legion partners that we'll talk about next. But yeah, do you want to chime in with any of your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's nice that they're getting on the project. It's very, very cool that they're finally jumping on. Like you said, I've been with the project for a while because their other NFTs are really, really nice looking. Their nations, and that was their hope to kind of like have one of those NFTs to be the one being in the game. But because with the chains, this crypto stuff, it's early crypto, so adaptation and compatibility. It's those little details that sometimes throws the project in a different way, but it's still an NFT. It's still something that we own. Like you said, we're not able to resell it right now because it's part of the project, but we know like all of the NFTs, we'll eventually be able to, buy more, sell more, depending on what kind of bonus we want for the game. But yeah, just again, being a main city, main city. I just love any project that's gonna be implemented into the game. Their badges were pretty cool. I picked up some, and I did pick up some really nice ones.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm can't wait. It's been a while since they minted it, and just kind of like the Syntopia one. It took a while, but it finally got here. So patiently waiting for Brave badges to be onboarded as well.
Yes. It when was that mint? Was that like back in like October or September?
Really? Did you pick up any?
I did. I minted 10. I got one of the 10 packs. Just because I knew that they needed. Like I looked at it and I was like, well, 10 makes sense. Just grab 10 of them because that was part of like their incentives for your like using the badges to get discounts. But I haven't bought any of their main line in a while. I don't have extra funds to keep buying NFTs. Where I was sort of waiting on the sideline, hoping they were coming in, right? Those nations. So when the badges were announced, I mean, I don't want to say like I was disappointed, but I'm kind of like sad that I won't be able to use some of those really nice nations in the game. But I mean, the badges look unique, and they're got a cool little style to them. So I have to see what they look like when we equip them as a PFP, but it'll be different, right? Because every other one's like a character, whereas these are just like the badge that says Brave under it. So it'll be different. different for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely be different for sure. But like it's Crow Fam. It's all Crow Fam. So I'm pretty sure some of us will rock it here and there. We'll put it, just to show some love. Like right now, I'm having my cow. For now, I started off with I think it was a monster, and when I first started, and then I took off on my businesses, tried to dub down, and once I started playing again, then I used the cow. So we'll see
Okay.
what I use tomorrow. Maybe I'll change it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's fun to change them through your different PFPs. See if anybody notices, right? I'm still just rocking my monk, my legendary monk. He's my go-to, right?
Yeah, yeah, because usually when you see somebody's PFP in your inbox, you're like, oh, I know who it is.
Yeah.
Well, if we change them, it throws them off.
Yeah, maybe I'll
I know
switch it.
Papa be doing that lately.
Yeah, he switched his name up too, didn't he?
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
he's really trying to throw people.
yeah, exactly. He's undercover. But yeah, so that's the Brave project. I think they're probably going to be integrated probably after Jack and Jill. I have a feeling like, and let's switch over and I'll show you guys the Jack and Jill X account. So this is the next Legion basically this is the next one from Legion. They are partnered with the Legion project or Legion faction, and they are minting. Is it on the 20th? Yeah, 21st. So here's the little intro, I guess, to their mint. So January 21st is when they are minting. So I believe there's like a prelude one. If I remember correctly, like on the 20th, there's like an open whitelist slot, or not open, but you had to like sign up for the whitelist or something like that. But on the 21st is the main.
Page.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm looking at their page. I'm looking at their page, and on January 19,
Okay.
it's I guess back in the day, they had these. Genius sent out a survey about the project, and a few people filled out that survey. And from back then, he promised some benefits from doing the survey. So those few people, well, I'm not sure exactly how many people they are, but the survey allowed people are going to be on the 19th. Then the mad hair holders is going to be on the 20th, and then the public mint in the 21st.
Okay. Does it say the price on here? Do you know? I know there's the $1 one. That's what everybody's going to be shooting for, right?
Yeah, so it says survey allowed list, $1 Jack and Jill's, hold a mad hair, $1 Jack and Jill, but for the public mint, they don't have a price.
Okay.
I think it's like 45 or something like that.
Okay. Maybe let's play this little video, see what this is. So interesting. They do say they have their own business skin. Let's see if I can. There we go. So fully integrated into Loaded Lion's main city with our own official business skin. So there you go.
Ingenious that it'll be unlocked with the NFT. You don't have to buy it. It'll be just like the monks.
That's good. I hope so. I hope that's the case. Is that what it's? Did they say that?
That's what he said.
specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When they did that, Cows Gone Mad, Monsters, and Jack and Jill base, he confirmed.
Okay, that's good. Those are my favorite types. Obviously, I like the skins that you get for owning the NFTs, because then you can also boost it, right? So you're able to increase the percentage that you get. So yeah,
Yeah, I think that's definitely the best way to do skins.
I think so too. So we're looking at the 19th. If you were lucky enough, I guess, to do the survey. I don't think I even knew about this project at that point, so I definitely will not be on that one. But speaking of that, there is another. Obviously, if you own one of the Mad Hair from the original collection, Mad Hair Society, you do get in on the white list for the early access on the day of the mint. I'm pretty sure, right? So that gives you a chance to get one of the $1 ones. I think he said there was 500 available or something like that. Total. Might have been total 500 or something, but or maybe 300. I can't remember. It was something from the somewhere around there because they mentioned it during the, like you said, that X space that they did. So $25 for one of the original ones. Now I guess as like a little side mention, I wanted just to also bring up what we were talking about, which is the verse, right? So that was the podcast or the X space about or with Crazy Monsters as well as the Mad Cows. They were talking about the verse. Now this is primarily between Jack and Jill and the Crazy Monsters with Dory, I believe his name is from, or Colonel Ponce. Sorry, that's who. Yeah, there he is, right there. So that's who was running that space. I didn't get to sit in on it, but they do have one that I think just happened as well recently, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's another big interesting project coming from two partners with Mane.City, but yeah, nothing to do with Mane.City, so we won't talk too much about it. But yeah, I'm going to try and mint, and I assume you're going to probably try to mint a few as well. I mean, definitely one of the $1 if I can get my hands on it, and then see what else, what other type of packs they have.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want the $1 one. And so I'm looking here at the page on their mint, and it says release phases. 1, concept art and community storytelling. 2, interactive fan involvement. 3, integration with Mane.City and exclusive skins. 4, it says 2,222 NFT drop, including the revelation of 10 untamed and 1 immortal item. So that's very interesting. So I'm hoping to mint one of the 10 untamed or immortal item. We'll see what that's about. But I'm hoping to, like always, mint the best of the best. That's the plan.
Yeah. So you got to get one of those legendaries, right?
Yes.
Hopefully it releases some of the artwork so we could see what they look like prior to the mint. But yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? There was one that we also missed. But let's talk about the other partner next. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about, Jack and Jill, or anything?
No, just pretty excited for the drop, and we'll see you on mint day for that.
Yes, for sure. And I'm pretty sure also, like, one other benefit is they are usable in the verse. So whenever that comes out, they will be like a 3D avatar or something like that for that game. So that's something good to know as well. So, I mean, if you can get in on the $1 mint, definitely try. Especially if you already own a Mad Hair Society, that'll get you in. So definitely worth checking out the project, and it is minting pretty soon. So what's the countdown here? 9 days? 9 days, 10 hours. So it'll be minting during the competition, right?
Yeah. Yes. So it should be exciting times coming ahead.
Yes, most definitely. And then there's one other mint coming out, and that is the Bold Tigers. They are also a partner with the Legion. So they are minting, but there is no mint date as of right now. And you'll know this is Shaker. He's I believe he's a mod or helps out in the Cretan Monks project. So this is sort of the project that he's been founding. So they've also got a talk that they did recently. So an hour-long space if you're interested in listening to get some more information about the utilities and perks of being a Bold Tiger. So Not sure if he also dropped when the mint is. My guess would probably be sometime in February, right? If we got Jack and Jill coming out in January, I don't think this one's going to be minting probably until mid-February-ish, somewhere around there. So definitely look out for that mint as well. It'll be coming out. Hopefully he'll have the news as to the exact date and the breakdown of the prices, and if there is like packs or if it's just singles.
Yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that one. Also, if they actually do have a little sneak peek of their NFTs, so if you guys want to go to their X page, you can see some of the preview of the artwork that's gonna be happening. They look pretty cool, so I'm pretty excited. I do agree that hopefully it'll be like in February. They need to allow some paychecks to come in before we just keep buying all these NFTs, like you said.
Yes, no, I know.
So, yeah.
Well, that was also part of the incentive for me to sell that legendary cow. He just kept bugging me about it, so I was like, fine, whatever. Like, if you'll do this, I was figuring at least then I have a bit of funds because I spent a decent amount on it that I didn't really anticipate. So I got the funds back out to be able to do the mint for this upcoming Jack and Jill. See how much I mint, but I got a little bit of extra cash now to mint, so not too
Nice.
yeah. And then the last one, which is also another Legion partner, and they have minted, but I'm not 100% sure on if the NFT is coming, which is the Wolf Swap Wolfies. All right, so they have a business skin, which is the bank, so that is in the game. But they also have this NFT collection. I think there's 5,500 of them or something, 5,212. So this is the NFT collection, the Wolfies. And I mean, if an NFT collection is coming to Main City for Wolf Swap, it would be this one. So who knows? No official information, I think. At least not that I've seen. I haven't really been following the project too much. I have 2 Wolfies just in case, but that was about the extent that I went. And they are pretty pricey. Like they minted at 200, I think, right? And their floor price is 4 times that right now. So
Yeah, that was a very surprisingly successful project. I think it's more of just, I don't want to say cult because it's not a cult, but it's more of a following. Like, they have the hardcore. They have like a really strong foundation and community, I would say too. So I think that's what made the project so successful. I'm not sure if I have 1 or 2. I know I have 1 for sure. I want to say I got 2 because I saw the prices were like rising, so I picked up my second one, but then it got too expensive to pick up a third one.
yeah, I minted 2. I should have minted a few more, to be honest. Now that I look at the prices that they're at, I'm just like, man, if I would have minted 10 of these guys, and then I could have sold a couple and covered pretty much their cost, right? But hindsight, right? Yeah. But yeah, they're kind of cool.
You never know which ones. Yeah, they are. They're nice looking.
Yeah, so if you go to Wolf Swap, you can see, and they got the information about their perks and everything. So, they got some staking unlocked now. I don't know what any of this does, but I haven't really looked into it too much. So you can look at the Wolfies page here on Wolf Swap if you're interested in seeing what's going on with their project. But it being backed by, Wolf Swap's a pretty big token DeFi exchange, so I'm pretty sure they're more of an aggregator, but they're pretty big. So definitely a cool ecosystem. So I think that's what you're trying to say. Like with this ecosystem, there's a lot of people that back it, a lot of people that use Wolf Swap to make money, swapping currencies or providing liquidity. So one of the big things I think is cool about these Wolfies, if I remember correctly, is like if you ever needed liquidity, you can almost like instantly sell it. Like there's a way to basically just like put it up and they give you a certain percentage of what the Wolfie's floor is. But don't quote me on that because it's been a while since I read through the project details.
Yeah, but Yeah, you're right about the following. Probably I didn't really put it together, but you're right. The following most come from all the users of the exchange, huh?
Yeah, that would be my guess. I mean, I
Yeah, and
don't.
I actually use their amplify. I use their amplify option to when I do tweets, when I do post on Twitter or
Yep.
X. Go on there and they give you. I think I've got like $2 or $3. But hey, that's $3 towards my next NFT.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's true. I forgot they have that amplify system. So, yeah, I mean, it's got some cool stuff. Definitely some interesting things going on with their project. So, I'm hoping that's the collection that we'll see enter into Main City. It just sucks that their bank skin is locked behind that voucher paywall.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, maybe they'll do something where a Wolfie can unlock it. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I think or either that or you could like, I think what Synthtopia did, they airdropped a few to people that won a contest, but it'd just be nice if like, with the monks and with the Isham Revengers, you just unlock the skin or you can buy it. Because I think that would honestly incentivize people to go buy the NFT instead of just buying the skin, right? But unfortunately, it does not work that way.
Yeah, yeah, it's all about the projects and how they deals that they make. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
So, last little word on upcoming partners. I find it interesting that we still have 3 potential Legion partners to integrate into the game, whereas we've only got the Brave holding down the Void partnerships. So, I wonder if we'll be hearing about a potential new Void partnership coming up in the next few months, or what's going on with that. Because, I mean, we did have 2 Void partnerships integrate back to back, right? Like we had the Cows Gone Mad come in, and then we had Synthtopia get integrated. So it would make sense to have like the Wolfies come in, and then Jack and Jill come in, and then Brave come, and then back to the Bold Tigers, and then we'd be looking at like a new list of potential partners that are coming in.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. But
Yeah, we'll see how many partners come in. I mean, I hope that they don't like fatigue us by like bringing in, tens of hundreds and just like, after all, it's like now I've got, 800 different NFTs for partnerships here, right? It definitely get exhausting trying to keep up with it all. So hopefully they start becoming a little more selective. But I mean, it is a big perk for a project, right? If you add Main City utility. So we'll have to see if there's a lot more people partnering with Main City in the future, or if Main City is going to start becoming more selective.
yeah, definitely, because we also want our main city NFTs to also get some value, get some demand from these new projects. Also, if these projects are coming in with their people from their projects, we would expect them to also come in and start buying some of the main city NFTs so they can start playing the game. So we'll see if that equates to that.
Yeah, and that would be actually an interesting statistic to see, right? Like how many new investors in a project come from Main City, right? So like, for example, I minted Wolfies because of the potential that they're in Main City, right? Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have minted any. Whereas like how many people that minted Wolfies were like, oh, these are going to be in Main City. I should go and check out Main City, right? Or same with like the Cows Gone Mad, right? How many of the people that were purely just Cows Gone Mad have now started playing Main City because of the mint, right? And the partnership. So it'd be interesting to know that statistic of like, the exchange of new investors in the ecosystems.
Yes, definitely.
Right on. So I think that's all we got really for the upcoming partnerships. So we can move on to the community updates now.
Okay, sounds good.
I kind of forget what we were going to talk about for community updates. It's the hard part. I know there was the one thing that we wanted to talk about. So Flip put together a website here. So if anybody's looking for some insight into, I would say his strategy, like how he plays, he's got like 4 different types of strategies broken down here. I haven't had an in-depth chance to look through it all, but he's also got like a little AI He was asking if he could train the AI off of my tutorial videos, and I said, go for it. I don't care. So there's some interesting information here if you're looking to play around with it. And it looks like he's eventually going to get a normal mode strategy guide built too. So kind of a cool little website. And then if you do like some music, he's got some little background music, and I'll just quickly play a little bit of this song. But he's got some background music here that you can listen to in their main city dedicated. So this is the one about Big. And he's got a bunch of different songs if we flip through them. So there's like one for CD as well. I think there's one for Meta. But yeah, looks like he's got like maybe 10 different songs here. 5 to 10 different songs, so you can sort of listen to, read through the stuff. Just, yeah, interesting little project that he put together in his spare time, I suppose. So yeah, there was that as one thing. And then we also wanted to talk, I think the biggest was the mobile. But yeah, did you have anything to talk about in regards to that website?
Yeah, I saw it today. It was very interesting to see the concept. I haven't really gone through it. I saw a few screenshots that he put on there. So I think he mentioned something about that he was connected to the playbook, and so the AI is able to go through the playbook to answer questions. I'm not quite sure. It's definitely interesting, and we always love people just getting involved, just like the Main City Manager website that they made. This is another new tool, so it's definitely nice to see people getting involved, having different options for other users to get there. It's nice for the game, right?
Yes, yeah. And if you haven't checked out Main City Manager, definitely do. We will link both these websites down below. But this is the Main City Manager. It's pretty well done as well. So if you're looking for just even some information, like I come here and use this if I'm building a business, right? Like if this is kind of cool because you can go. So it's like, here, for example, how many diamonds is it going to cost to get to like Division 100, like Prestige 100 from Prestige 0 with a Leisureopolis, like the arcade. And it'll cost basically 17.2 billion diamonds to get it there. And you can put in your diamonds per hour and stuff and get an idea of how many days it takes to collect that amount. So pretty interesting if you're looking for just peer breakdowns of leveling and stuff. So he's got all sorts of stuff though, tool calculators, slot efficiencies, everything, right? So tons of different stuff to look through here. But yeah, if you haven't checked that one out, definitely check it out. I believe it's Hubert that makes it.
Okay, yes, I forget the name of the player that makes it, but shout out to them. Definitely check it out, and yeah, shout out to the community, getting together for the best of just want the best for the game.
Yeah, exactly. Now, a lot of players looking to, put some creative work into helping this game become a little bit more successful. It is a learning curve, so it is good to see some of the community efforts that people step up and provide to help new players learn. Now, I think the big thing we want to talk about, though, for the community update, I know after constant harassment of when mobile, and I know El Ray had said something in the Discord, and it almost lined up because they did finally come out and provide us some information as to what is going on with mobile. So I don't have the post up, but let me just quickly look for it. But the synopsis of it is that basically they are delaying it to H1 of this year. So H1 being basically up until the end of June. So we're kind of looking, I guess, for it to be completed by the end of June. At least that's their new milestone target. So as to whether it comes out in like March or April, I'm not too sure, but essentially that's what their plan is. Let me see if I can find that post here. Oh, actually, I didn't realize that they posted this, so Let me just switch over to the X screen recording. So they do have a little video here of a GIF that shows the the tactical, what do you call them? Tools of the trade or treasures, the trophy treasures. So there's going to be 2 purple ones, and then there's the gold, the silver, and the bronze. And it's like kind of like a claw coming out of the ground. So interesting little change. No longer a lion head. Now we've got the claw. But here is the Mane.City mobile. Let me just bring this up full screen. But essentially what they're saying is that they want to do it right, making sure that everything works correctly. Currently right now with like even 500 people logging in, up to like 1,000 people logging in for competition, the server basically dies. So if they go mobile and they have 10,000 people trying to log in for the competition, it's going to kill the server. So I think they're taking the time to make sure everything's correct. Now, I also think, and I've been saying it for a while, right, that I'm pretty sure they want to bring up expeditions and the guilds, as well as like the resources and monsters from the lands. I think that needs to be added before mobile. But what are your thoughts on this, DJ Oracle?
Yeah, I think the same. So yeah, the full context is we've been waiting for the mobile. There were memes created. There's a low-rate lion that has a T-shirt, a white T-shirt with blue letters that says "When Lambo." It's the original NFT. It says "When Lambo," and they switched it up and they changed Lambo for mobile, and now it says "When Mobile." So first it was just a picture, then they went ahead and animated it, and the lion started saying "When Mobile."
Yeah, I know, that's so funny.
It's very cool. Yeah. And then they just kept, just like, and especially because it's not like we're just asking just to bug. We're asking because it's in the roadmap. That's the reason why we're asking, and we're expecting answers as opposed to like. We know that the CMs they don't. It's not like they're holding on to information or purposely not giving it to us. It sucks that the team keeps them in the dark as well, pretty much into like last minute announcements. But we just kept asking, and there was no answers. And so finally, the competition was coming up, and El Rey was like, you know what? Well, if there's no, how about we do this? We rallied the community, so we all boycott the competition that's coming up. And they saw the pressure. One of the CMs is like, hey, we can give you a timeout for that. And he's like, timeout for what? Like, what are we doing? And the community kind of like backed them, and they kind of like relaxed a little. She's like, oh no, we're just saying not we're not gonna ban you, we're not trying to censor you. But lo and behold, like an hour maybe 3 hours, I would say, after the situation with El Rey and the CM talk about the pause and the community, there was a final. They were actually still going about the topic when one of the members in the server, in the channel, in the Mane.City server, one of the community members shared the expose before even the Mane.City official channel or even the CM's side on X. So it's just what we were saying. We just kind of like want answers. We want communication. It was kind of like interesting to see the timing of when El Rey was saying, we should kind of like, not participate. Which was, I'm glad that they took it serious, but I doubt that many of us were gonna like not play just because, But it was definitely nice to get behind. And something happened. Like I said, I'm not sure if it was related or not, but the timing was definitely very interesting.
Yeah, no, it definitely coincided together, right? Yeah, because he was saying, I don't think he was saying like boycott the competition outright. I think he was like saying boycott it from spending extra vouchers in it. Right, like just play normal, right? Like don't spend vouchers on diamonds, don't spend money buying businesses, just play, right? Which
that's right.
I would have been fine with if that was the route, but people are gonna break that pretty quickly when it's like, hey, I can easily get to rank like 40 just by buying this business. Okay, I'm gonna just buy this, and power
With
myself
the
to it.
skin on the line and
Yeah.
some trophies on the line, I don't think that would have worked. But
No, no, definitely not. So yeah,
but the pressure was put on.
exactly. And I think that's the thing. We need more pressure and we need communication from the team. Like has there ever been another Q&A? Like they don't really do many Q&As. I think there was like one where like Shane and a few other people did a little Q&A and they answered some questions that we pre-submitted and stuff like that. But like since then, there's been nothing, right? Like give us a little bit more communication, a little bit more insight. Like you guys have failed on multiple things for the roadmap. Like where is the Lion being integrated into the game? Where is this NFT stacked booster for our staking? There's multiple things. Like mobile is not the only thing that's been dropped, right? Like they haven't talked about guilds or the Lion integration. They haven't talked about monsters, the expeditions or exploration, whatever it's going to be. I mean, even these little expedition logs, right? Like I loved watching those, but there hasn't been one of them in forever, right? So it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, I miss those logs now. I totally forgot about them. But yeah, you're so right. It's little things like that that just keeps us just going a little long, just a little longer, as opposed to just feeling forgotten, right?
Yeah, exactly. Especially when it comes to like, you know, the only thing they're really bringing out are these skins, right? So we can just scroll up here and take a look. I mean, it's kind of cool. There's Heather Berry with her sweater, and there's the different gear, right? So the hats and the sweaters and stuff like that. But we did get, where is Meta's Conqueror skin that we were talking about earlier. But I find that like they're just like a slow little trickle of new stuff that's coming out, right? And it's always buy this, buy that, right? It's never anything other than like from the daily rewards, free things, right? So, and one thing that kind of shocked me, because I never really got a chance to ask like Crypto Diamond or Crypto Ocean, but Meta confirmed it. He has to buy his own skin. So I find that kind of funny. It's like you accomplish this like feat in the game, but you don't even get the skin for free.
Right? Yeah. It's like working at McDonald's and you get no discount for eating there.
Right? Oh, well. It's a cool looking skin, though. Looks pretty futuristic. This is for the Leo & Co. So it turns your jewelry store into, I don't even know what. It looks like a futuristic base on like Mars or something. I don't even know what it is, but it's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I saw it too. I was like, oh, it looks cool. I want to buy it, but I don't know. Maybe they will end up having some sort of way to get them for free. So
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it'd be nice if they
It's
gave it to us
really-
for doing the same milestone, right? It's like when you get to Division 2, then you get this skin, right? That would be,
Yeah. You can either buy it or wait until you achieve it, right? Kind of like the buying the daily reward a day ahead.
yeah. Yeah, that would be nice, but not probably going to happen. They like their crow coming their way, right, from the vouchers. So, oh, well, whatever. But yeah, so that's sort of what we're looking at. There's the little screenshot for the mid-season Blitz championship, $80,000 on the line. Now that's $40,000 from Crow, and the other $40,000, I guess, is made up from NFTs. But again, they still didn't give us a breakdown of like who's winning what NFTs here. And one of the things too is they probably value these trophies at like $4,000 each, right? So there's $20,000 worth of NFTs right there in these 5 trophies. So the other half is going to be what's divvied out via the airdropped NFTs for the tactical gear. But don't see, let me see if they have it on here. So yeah, the floor price, the weighted average of the floor price. They don't say though what they, yeah, so they don't tell you. Average price is $13 for the NFT rewards. So
With that's adding a bunch of turbines and a few power stations, generators.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and is an estimated value. So yeah, they don't even have the estimated value that they're using for the trophy NFT here. So it could be anything. Who knows what they're estimating it at? Floor price, right, is $3,200. So $3,000 is at least a good estimate. So it's probably closer to 4, and there's 5 of them. So that's 20,000 of the 40,000 right there, which is an interesting breakdown when you actually think about it. All right. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think there's anything else we got for the community update. Then maybe we could just do a quick little bit of speculation and end her in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, just to finish the community, thank you guys. I know El Rey also does some videos and some music. So thank you everybody that contributes. It's super awesome to see the creativity from the community. So thank you everybody.
Most definitely. A lot of creative people out there in the community.
Yes.
And on. So speculation. So we just finished talking about mobile. I mean, their new milestone is to make it by the end of this hemisphere, right? Like this half a year. So that's June, end of June, right? Do you have an estimate as to when you think it's going to come out? I'm hoping it's not like, June 30th or whatever, right at the end of June. I'm hoping it's more like, May, right? Bring it out like mid-May or something like that. At least completed a month before the very deadline of your, due date here.
Yeah, I think the middle of the deadline should be good. So that would be like March, maybe March, April. It'll be cool if they release it on April 1st. April Fools.
Yeah. Here's an April Fool's joke. But it's completely buggy. It's just like broken.
Yeah. So that'll be the release, but they'll be like, it was just an April Fool's. We still have 3 more months to work.
Yeah, you can't use it. So, no, I mean, I think ultimately, I have a feeling like this competition that we're in right now is going to be the lead up to the Monsters in Exploration. Now, saying that, I'm going to be 100% wrong, right? Like, chances are they're like, it's going to come out after mobile, but I still believe that they want to bring out the Monsters, Exploration, guilds, and all that stuff at least a little bit before they bring mobile out, right? Because if they're looking to make sure that everything's stable and working well, they want us to test all that type of stuff prior to bringing it out on mobile and having like tens of thousands of people trying to log in and play this game, right? So I have a feeling like after this competition, the next main competition is going to be like a way that they're going to introduce some of the exploration, the resources and stuff like that. And then after that competition, it'll be basically like full blown. We've got like that stuff going on, and then they'll probably introduce guilds and everything as well. And then hopefully integrating the Lion token. And then after that, it'll lead into the mobile release. That's my sort of 10 cents, I guess, on the whole concept. I've always been saying that though, right? Like I think they need us to test a lot of these new features.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And not only the features, but also the feedback as far as like the mechanics of the game. So I think that because they're still fine tuning just the essences and all of these things. It's something that maybe that's the reason that's putting them behind on the mobile. Maybe they already have like the base or the infrastructure, the skeleton of the mobile code. And they're just, like you said, they just want to make sure that all these essences are right. Maybe even the cubs, like little things like that, might be just what they're waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
And also, yeah, I don't think they'll do mobile before resources either. Like you said, I think they'll do monsters and resources, probably quests before they do it on mobile because they're gonna want our feedback from those implementations. So I'm hoping that maybe by February, the latest, we'll get the resources, the monsters, and all of that, and that way I can lead up to mobile probably April or May. So that would be like something, because we're already in January, right? So to bring the resources and the monsters next month, even if is it a leap year? Do we have a 29th of February? Even if
Uh,
it's there.
no, I don't think so. I think 2028's the next leap year. I don't even remember. It's been a while. But no, I think we're just got a 20. It's 28 days. So hopefully.
Hopefully they'll bring it by the 20th of February, the latest, the monsters and all of that.
Yeah, because my assumption is like this competition's going to end on the 23rd, 23rd or something like that. It was 24th.
The 22nd.
22nd. Okay, so yeah, it ends, and then would probably have a couple weeks of maybe that's when they implement some of the new stuff, right? So maybe right after this competition, they bring in monsters and resources. Did you see that video? I forget who put it in the chat on Discord, but it looked like a new in-game event, right? For maybe after this competition, where there was like markers on all around the outside of the map, and then it sort of looked like almost like spawn points for monsters or something. But yeah, it was like briefly shown, and then I think he like changed maps or something, and it was gone again. So it was like glitched out. But maybe that's
really?
Yeah, you have to go look through the chat in Mane.City Discord.
Wow, no, I missed that one.
Yeah, let me see.
Interesting.
It's gonna be way up there. That's the hard part.
Yeah, how long ago was that? You remember?
It was right after the update.
Yeah, it'll probably be hard to find, but
I'm scrolling through right now. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see, because like to me, it's like if that would make sense, right? So it kind of incentivizes me to like say that's what's coming next, is because there is going to be some sort of in-game event kind of thing going on, leading up to the major implement. Like, there's no way they're not going to do something like with monsters and everything.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm almost there in the chat. Where is it even from here? And the thing is, I won't be able to show it on screen. So it's way up here. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. It was just like a short little, like I said, it looked like little spawn points is almost like what I was thinking it is. But yeah, it came yesterday. Well, or when was the update to push? Oh, here it is. Okay. Actually, I probably can find it. He posted it on X. So let me see if I can find him on X. And then we'll show it.
All right. That's very interesting. Pretty cool. I'm glad you caught it. Glad you saw that.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like I was scrolling through the Discord. I tried to read most of the messages that come through there. Okay, here it is. So let me just bring up the photo first. Or the image. So yeah, it's got like these little spawn looking points.
Who posted it?
Crow Shof. I'm just going to copy it. I'll send it to you right now.
All right.
So this is what it is. You can see the little spawn points all the way around. Looks kind of cool. Not exactly sure what's going on with it, but it's probably the next in-game event. He's also got a second video, so let me just flip over, show that one. So it's a different region. But yeah, there, I sent it to you, so hopefully you can see it.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
There we go. So let me show the screen. I didn't have the screen recording up. So this is what it looks like. You can see the little spawn-in points. That's what I'm thinking they look like. They're kind of like little spawn-ins. You can see like the radar going through the land.
Like a scan, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a primordial land, right? Is that a primordial?
Yeah, this is the Fractured Throne. And he's got one also on Starter for Sapphire. So if you scroll over one. So glad he caught this. So thank you very much, Crow Shoof. We'll link
Yes,
this in there as well if people are interested in seeing. But definitely thinking it's a lead up animation sort of like event to monsters. So maybe this confirms that maybe there's going to be monsters that spawn in and attack your city. So you want to have low monsters on your lands versus high monsters like a lot of people thought.
Wow. That's wow. I'm so excited. This is so exciting. Speaking of speculation, thank you, bro, for bringing this one up.
No worries.
Imagine just little things like this get us so excited, right? Just little
Yeah.
things like this get us.
It's
so
such a cool
excited.
little animation though, right? Like you got the sweeping like for the radar coming through, and it's definitely, that's what I'm thinking. They got to be little spawn points or something, but I don't know. That's what we got. So I don't know if we got much else we could speculate about other than, well, we just got to get through this next competition here and see what they bring out for us.
Yes, definitely. Let us know how you guys are doing in the competition. Also, when we do these speculations, we also want to hear your feedback from everybody. What you guys are speculating about. So let us know what you guys are thinking about what's coming on the game. What do you guys think about this video from Crow Show? Exciting things coming.
Yeah, I'm glad he caught it. I'm so glad he caught this on video. Because, like, otherwise, most people would never have even seen this, right? Like, he basically...
I think most of us missed it.
Yeah, like, he just got it and, like, posted it in the Discord and was talking a little bit about it. So I was like, man, glad I saw this. Because I basically woke up from, like, a quick little nap and the update had already happened. So I was like, oh, man, I didn't get to see this. I had to refresh and everything. So very cool.
Yeah.
Glad he recorded that.
Definitely. I just saw your comment too. So wow, I can't believe I missed this update. Woo! It's super exciting.
Yeah. Hey, it's an exciting little implementation. So I think that's coming after this competition. That's my personal belief, is after the competition, this is going to be an in-game event leading up to monsters. We'll probably get a couple weeks of like playing around with how the monsters and resources work. And then we'll have another competition near the end of February. That's sort of what my hope is. And then after that competition, maybe that's when they bring in guilds and Lion gets introduced, right? And then we'd have like another competition maybe near the start of May. And then, the start of April. And then near mid-May is the mobile release. That's my hope.
Yeah,
But
that's a good timeline.
we'll see if it holds true. I mean, they already blew up my last timeline, right? Didn't release anywhere close to where we were saying. So now we're looking at hopefully, Q1, Q2 of 2026.
Yes, we'll see how they hold up. But yeah, I don't think there's a best way to end this speculation than this video from him and just speculating on what's coming after this Blitz.
Yeah, so if you want to see it,
Midseason Competition.
we'll drop the link down below so you guys can check it out. Maybe comment on it too, what you guys think's going on. But yeah, let us know down below what you guys think this is going to be leading up to. If you think it's an in-game event or if you just think it was a bug. But it kind of reminds me of like the orbs, right? We had the orbs, and then when we had the gas coming up and the little triangles we had to click on, like the warning signs, right? So I think that's why I think it's like a little in-game event that's coming out.
Yep, that's what it looks like. So we'll see what happens with this animation.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think other than that, that's about all we got to talk about for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation. Drop down in the links, or drop down in the comments below how you guys are doing in the competition and any of your speculation, or maybe if you have something you want us to talk about, let us know and we can bring it up in the next podcast.
Yes, definitely. Thank you guys for being with us as always. We appreciate all the support. Thank you for all the comments that you guys always let us know that you guys appreciate this podcast. So yeah, thank you again, Arwing, for having me. Thank you for hosting, keeping everything together, and great topics. Thank you.
Right on. No worries. It's always a good conversation with you. So thank you for joining me. And again, everybody, thank you for listening. Good luck in the competition. Hopefully everybody places where they want to. And good luck to those that are pushing for a trophy. I imagine there'll be lots of sleepless nights. So make sure you have some coffee at least.
Yeah.
But
That's a great point.
yeah, and if you're pushing for it, let us know. We'd love to hear. And if you care to share some strategy, I'm sure we'd love to learn a bit too. But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully in a couple weeks from now. All right, take care.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Bye.